Alright, this is your video walkthrough on 14831 2025 Open Range 390 TBS. Up front here, you have your generator, and then also your brand new Interstate 27 deep cycle battery. So that's going to be for all your 12-volt appliances, and then also your solar is wired into that as well. Once we get inside there, we'll go through everything and disconnect shore power. We'll go more in depth into the generator. We'll start the generator as well. This does come with the two full 40-pound propane tanks. So at the end of the walkthrough, we'll go ahead and disconnect our shop tank. I'll show you. This is from us testing it. And then we'll put your full ones on once we go get them filled. Alright, do have the full awning on the exterior, the one on the rear slide as well. Both do have LED strips. You are going to be pre-wired for a outside security camera right there above your entry door. You do also have your outside cooking area. So if you hit both these tabs down, pull these out, and then as long as you have your propane on up front and you turn your valve up, you have propane to your skillet here. You do also have a this is going to be the access to where your central vac bags would be. So you'll pop this hole here, take the cover off, and then put the bag onto the back of it. Outside coax and satellite TV connections, 110 outlets, and then also center push button light. And then also you do have your exterior refrigerator. Got a strap there just so it's secured when you travel. There we go. It's nice and cold. Yeah. Alright, once we get around there, we'll go more in depth to your water connection from the other side. Got your other spot for your propane tank on this side at the front. Got your outside storage compartment. There we go. And then inside here, you got your auto level system. If you hold your up and down arrow for about 10 seconds, a little longer. There we go, your green light comes on. You have your hitch height, so in the future, when you set, use the up and down arrows manually to level, or to raise the front of your vehicle up for hooking up. Once you get to the hitch height, you'll save that function by holding that button in. And then in the future, when you hit that hitch height, it automatically comes up once you retract all your jacks first, just to be safe. It's going to come all the way up, and then you hook up to your hitch height to where you hook up for the vehicle. You also have your auto level button. So if you hit that, that's pretty much what that's going to do. Is you want to go ahead and unhook from the vehicle, pull out your vehicle, the front jacks to come down, your rear jacks to come down. You'll see this thing teeter-totter back and forth. Then your center jacks to come down just to stabilize. Once it's done, you'll see the green light go from a flashing green light to a solid green light, and then that lets you know that your auto level was successful. You have your tool here for your spare tire. I'll show you where that will go on. Got your water filter along with the tool, and then you do also have both sewer caps. We'll put those on at the end of the walkthrough. Water filter goes inside there, your canister. You have the outside shower spigot. Does have a regular just twist on and off, and then you do have the head on it as well. Battery disconnect up here on the frame, so if you're going to store this for anything longer than a day or two, go ahead and cut that off. That way, in case you left the light or something on, it's not going to work your battery and then kill your battery. Got your power inverter here. If you hold your power display, shows you your voltage, so you're getting about 13.4 volts out of the inverter itself. Once we get inside there, we'll kind of show you what your inverter is going to power. outside water hookup bay here. Center push button lighting there. Got 110 outlets, and then next to that you do have your main connection. That's going to be your cable. Then you have your 3 zones for your satellite connections there. You have your different tank configurations. So how this is going to work, you hook your hose right into your freshwater connection, and then if you want a power tank fill, so if you're going to fill that tank like a portable water, and then you'll use the pump. So pretty much you'll use that configuration there for filling the tank, all your arrows to the right. And then in order to use the water pump or use city water, you are going to have that configuration in the same one, which it is now. And then, you know, city water, the way that works, as long as the spigot's on, you'll have water inside the scamper on all appliances automatically. And then you also have your winterize. It's pretty much how that's going to work. You'll take an old 3 or 4 foot piece of hose, thread that into the connection. The other end's going to go into your jug of antifreeze. And then with that winterize configuration on, so all your valves down, what that's going to do is when you hit the pump now, it's going to suck that antifreeze in right here where the hose is, instead of it drawing from the fresh tank when you cut the pump on. So, and then you'll go inside, turn on shower, sinks, toilets. Once you see that antifreeze coming through the system, you'll shut it off, and then you'll be fully winterized. Push and then pour a little additional antifreeze into your P-traps and your sinks, your showers, just to be safe. And then you do also have, you got your hot water heater bypass. So if you didn't want the or if you're going to drain the system for the hot water system, and then didn't want that antifreeze to go in there, you will put that configuration on for the hot water heater bypass. You got the spot for your outside spigot, hot and cold water to hook on. Next to the freshwater connection, you have your 2 black tank flushes. So mainly what that is, inside that black tank, which is the toilet, this is a clean and sanitize that system. It's kind of like a sprinkler system. Over time, you get a little buildup on the walls of the tank, or your sensors. You might have noticed you dumped the tank, but it's still reading full. Anytime you hook into that, you do want to have that black pull handle open. So you have one here, and then also on your rear connection as well, you have one. I'll show you where that pull handle is as well. So main thing is with that, you can open and close that for small intervals of time, but you mainly want to have it open when you're hooked up, because if you had it shut and walked away, I'd say for like probably about 5 to 7 minutes, it will go ahead and fill up that tank and then flood the bathroom. So you definitely don't want to do that. That other pull handle all the way to the left there, that's going to be your gray water, so that's going to be shower and sink water. Then that black pull handle is going to be your front bathroom toilet tank. Do have your on-demand hot water heater. So you got an on and off switch over here. This gives it the power display inside power. So you got 2 functions on that, on and off. You have an inline water filter. So main thing is, anytime you open this hot water filter, or you're going to take this hot water filter out, you want to pop your pressure relief valve here, take that pressure off the system, and then you'll pop this clip here and then pull down on it and remove the filter and clean it out. Main thing is, if you were to do that without releasing that pressure, it's going to completely soak you. So definitely want to be careful when you're doing that. Otherwise, once we get inside there, we're going to run the system. I'll show you how to work the hot water heater system on this. Pretty much anywhere you cut hot water heater on, as long as the knob is on the inside, you could turn the hot water heater on the outside shower, and then you automatically would have hot water out here. So once we get inside there, we'll get a little more in depth on that. You do have your exterior furnace exhaust here. I do recommend on every walkthrough I do type in furnace mesh kit on Amazon. We're working on getting our store out here, but definitely it is a really good thing to have. It comes with a little kit that goes over this with your spring and your tool. Keeps bugs, mud daubers, pests out. It's about 10 bucks. I highly recommend you getting that. We'll put that sewer cap, it's in that compartment at the end. Got your exterior cut on and off for your ice maker inside. So it's going to be right here on your slide. We'll lock that as well. This here is going to be a exterior, if you pop this door open, it's going to be an exterior connection to where your propane goes onto your stove. So I mean, really don't have to mess with that. That's just mainly an access panel for the stove itself for your propane. Got your other sewer connection back here. So you got your black and your gray pull handle. That black handle's there. So that's going to be your waste, your toilet. That gray pull handle is going to be shower and sink. 50 amp power cord. You got a little power display light on there, so it does go green once you get power. and it's going to be 36 feet. Then in the walkthrough, we're going to wrap it all up, put it inside the compartment. It does come with the camper. We do have full water hooked up, so once we get inside there, we'll test the system, show you all sink, showers, everything work, no leaks. We do have a rear backup camera, so it's going to be 4 screws, headphone jack connection. If you did want to get that, contact your salesman. We do have a special for that. It's $3.99 right now, and that comes installed, and it does come with a monitor for inside your vehicle. So just let your salesman know if it's something you'd be interested in. You do also have a rear ladder on the rear back here, so it is going to be rated for 250 pounds. So definitely watch the safety guidelines on that. Otherwise, put a ladder on the side if you had to get up on the roof and check it once a year. Definitely you can walk the roof on this. You have your rear storage compartment, pretty tall, so maybe some chairs and beach stuff in there, your umbrella. Rear entry door, this goes into your rear bathroom or to pass through into your bedroom. Alright, go ahead and work our way into the inside. You have a fold out pull handle, put your pin on the side, handle pulls out. And then you can put that pin back in, that way you know it's kind of like a little safety. And then anytime you travel, you do want to fully push it in and then put your pin in just to secure it. Alright, so right here by your entry door, you got 2 light switches. First one's going to do your pendant lights right there. Second one does your hall light. And then above that, you do have your max air fan exhaust. So right here in your kitchen, it's going to be a 4-speed adjustment fan. And then also you do have your fan off button. It does have a rain sensor on it, so if it senses moisture, it's going to close. And then you do have your vent open and close if you didn't want the fan to be on. You got these sensors, 3 throughout the camper. So when you put the AC on auto, that's going to be your sensor for your AC to cut on and off. For your temperature sensor, you have a switch here on the wall, so if you want to switch between either using your refrigerator, between using your microwave or your dishwasher, you do have a switch so that you can use either one, you just can't use them at the same time. Hardware and paperwork, everything inside that will be inside of your cabinet up top here is for the dishwasher. You do also have for your sink, you got all your cutting boards. And then also your sink drains, all your dish racks. And then also you do have your cutting board as well with that. Strap for the refrigerator door. We'll strap that and make sure that's secured. Center push button lighting under the cabinet. So right here by the sink, center push button lighting on and off. Got your soap dispenser. And then with your knob over here, you turn it one way, it does your hot to cold for your drain. Then if you switch it the other way, you got your sprayer. Nice little button on your push sprayer. Love that design. Probably one of my favorite features about this camper, to be honest with you. And then also you do have a little push button. So if you need to get some extra spray or some strength. So you got on and off on that. And then you do also, with your drain knob up here, you can open and close your drain right there, so you never have to put your hands down into that until you're going to dump it. Then you do also have your cup washer here. Place your cup on top there. There's going to be a sprayer as well. Get a spot for your soaps. Plenty of storage up top here. This is also going to have your packet up top above the sink, so that's going to have all appliance information inside there. Plenty of storage. Nice pretty shelves. Got your dishwasher. Thing has been tested. Refrigerator, so pretty much you got your filter status button, water, crushed cube ice. Got a little light on this as well. A lock, so definitely if you have kids. And then for your adjustments for your temperature, so you got your freezer up and down over here, refrigerator up and down as well. And then also you got your refrigerator. It does have all your shelves and everything that's inside your appliance information in that top drawer. So you definitely have everything in here. And it is nice and cold. Brand new filter in the rear back there. It's going to be kind of like your standard microwave. It's going to be a GE. You do have a surface light on this, and then also a high and low fan, and then plenty of storage. Microwave is in a plug up top there. Additional storage up top. Got some 110 outlets on both sides of the stove. And then on your stove, you got a little push button that lights the knobs up. And then an additional one at the bottom that does the oven light. With these, you'll just turn and hold them on high or low. There we go. There we go. That's going to be all your burners. You got your oven as well. Got some plastic in there so we won't keep it on long. But you'll turn your knob to your little flame so that pilot comes on. Once that pilot comes on, continue to hold that knob in for additional, let's say about 10 seconds. Just so that that thermocouple can heat up. And then just go ahead and adjust your temperature with your knob. And then you'll be good to go. See your blue flame come on. That's going to be, that's your oven. We won't leave it on because you have some plastic in there for transport. That way your knobs and stuff don't rattle. Make sure everything's off. There we go. Got your pull-out spice drawer. Hidden pantry. You have some stools inside there as well. Then you do have a little safety strap here. That way your door, can't fully extend. Got a motion light there. I like that motion LED. And then when you travel, you do have a strap here, so you definitely want to go ahead and put that on just to be secure. TV. So this is a Connex TV. It does have your radio built in. So this just runs off your local TVs, off your antenna on the roof. And then it does also, if you have Wi-Fi, you have your other built-in apps on this as well. Pretty much. So if you did want to do your radio, you can do Bluetooth on your remote there, or AM FM. So you got your speakers there. Music comes out of your soundboard or your JBL on the bottom down here. You do also have your fireplace. This is going to be an InnoFlame. Got on and off. You can change your flames on this. You can do a timer on this. So you got hour, half hour, 2 hour, 3 hour. Then you have your temperature adjustment. Yep. Got on. So got your heat going. I would say if you left this rear bedroom door open, and then maybe your bedroom door up in the front open, and this thing would heat up this whole camper, I'd give it about 3 hours. So I mean, definitely, you could cut the furnace on, propane furnace on, let it heat up, and then just leave this on for like a cold night. Yep, that does work off 110 or when your generator's going. Do also have a carbon monoxide detector here. Something to note with this, like if you had a fuel leak or something like that, definitely get out of here. It is going to sound, an alarm will go off. But something to note, like Lysols and aerosols, if you're spraying in here cleaning, there is going to be a reset button right below that green button, so our green light. So definitely just kind of cut the air on, let it air out, fan it a little bit, and then reset it, and then that will reset your problem. As we work our way, you do have your lofted area up top. So you got your beds up top there, on and off light switch here at the top of the steps, and then you do also have your blackout blinds up top as well, as long with AC vents up there as well too. Right here in the bedroom, as you come in, you got a heat vent, on and off light switch for in here, 2 center push button lights underneath the bed, and then also you do have your thermostat for your rear zone back here. So this is going to be just cool and fan options on this. You do have your VersaTilt bed over here, so your control for that is going to be on this side. So if he or she sleeps or snores, definitely hit that button, bring the back of the bed up, help. You do have a nice mattress on this as well. And then when you travel, you do want to have the bed all the way up in the fully upright position. That way when you run the slide in, it doesn't mess with your wall. It does come with a bed set. You do have your spot for hanging up your clothing over here. Shelving down at the bottom, maybe for like some shoes. See a little cutout down there. Decided to put a TV in here. This is going to be your backer, so it's going to be TV backer location, cable and satellite connections, and then 2 110 outlets as well. Got 2 sliding doors into this rear bathroom, so pretty much anytime you travel, you do want to go ahead and fully secure those. Rear bathroom toilet, rear shower, and then also you do have your bathtub. Sliding doors for your rear shower. You do have a latch here, so when you travel, you want to go ahead and make sure that's fully secured and latched down. You hear that little pop. So that way these doors don't swing and go back and forth the whole time you travel. Underneath the sink, you got some additional storage down there. Full porcelain toilets on this. Let's have that soft close hinge on the toilet itself. You got your spot where your central vac hooks up right here. So you got the spot where your hose hooks up there. Then you can hook right into it there. So we work our way up to the front. You have your touchpad. So on your home screen button there, so this is going to be a little quick guide to everything. So you got your AC, your lights, quick start, tanks, and energy. If you hit the other ones, so this one's going to be your water. So you got about 1/3 water in the fresh tank. That's just from us testing it. We're going to dump everything at the end. You also have your water pump. So that's going to draw the water from the fresh tank anywhere throughout the camper. Hot water heater electric. You do not have. Hot water heater propane you have. So you'll cut that on, and then you'll have your knob over there. I'll show you once we get into the bathroom for cutting that on and off. You have all your tank readings, empty to full, as they fill up. If you hit the one with the gears or your temperature, so you got your thermostat here. You get your, so for the main, you have your, if you hit your mode button, you have your propane furnace as well. Got to raise your temperature up higher than it is in the unit itself. Propane furnace just came on. There we go. Then if you scroll down, you do also have your rear AC. So this is going to be the one, or the front one, into your bedroom. And then this is only going to have your fan and AC option on that. So furnace does do the whole unit. Go ahead and put the air back on. It's kind of hot here today. And then if you go back to your lights, so you got your bedroom lighting. These zones are going to be dimmable. Living room lighting. And then both awnings on the exterior are going to be dimmable, and then also on and off buttons on those as well there. Your sensors. So in the future, you could get your temperature sensor. You can get your tire pressure sensors on this, and then also your propane sensor as well. If you hit your solar button, you have your generator start, generator stop, auto gen on this as well. Your solar. So you get about 12.7 out of your battery right now. Solar from the panel itself is getting 20.8 volts, 6.8 amps. House batteries about 13.7, 9.6 amps. That's great voltage. If you disconnect it, probably about 12.6, 12.7, something. That's great voltage. And it does also give you a history rundown for the solar as well. Then you do also have your inverter on and off, cut on and off here. So mainly what that's going to be. You do want to go ahead and disconnect shore power, and then also disconnect your generator as well. But when you travel down the road with that inverter on, you do have your residential refrigerator here, so you can cut that on, fill your food and everything. That way you can have your food cold and on the way. You don't have to stop and get groceries. So we work our way into your bedroom, to your main bathroom. Foot pedal flush on the side for your toilet. You have a max airflow fan in here as well. So cut on and off for that. So it's going to be over here, just like the one in the living room or your kitchen area. Got a 4-speed adjustment on and off button, and then you do have a vent open and vent close. Light switches here, so one does the accent behind the mirror, one does your ceiling lighting in here. You do have your GFCI on the wall here, so all inside and outside outlets are going to run into here. Test this if you feel if something popped, and then just reset it, you know, that way you can carry on. You do have your on-demand hot water heater, so you got your winterize, you got your clean, you have your regular heating option, and then your eco. So if you go up, you'll see your orange light comes on. Go ahead and run hot water pretty much anywhere throughout the camper, and I'd say give it about 15 seconds. Gotta allow that water to go through the heater and then come through to here. Alright, you do also have a push drain here inside the bathroom, and we got hot water already. So it's going to be just strictly propane. If you did the eco, it's going to pretty much, you know, make it so you're not using as much propane. And then you have your off right in the center. Medicine cabinet there. You have all toilet paper hardware inside there. Sliding doors. You got a little tie here, so when you travel, you do want to go ahead and make sure that those are secure. That way the doors don't swing the whole time. Got one knob over here on the bottom. So this one here at the top does your different configurations. So you got your shower head there. Got your overhead sprayer. And then you do have your straight sprayers as well. So you definitely have plenty of spots where you can spray. Alright, you got a spot for it. You got a towel rack there, and also a couple hooks on the back side of your door there. When you travel, you do definitely want to go ahead and secure these latches. Then you do have the same versatile bed in here that you have in the rear. When you run the slide in, it's best to have it all the way in the upright position. Center push button lighting underneath the bed as well. Under the slide there for laying in bed. You got reading lights. Got a rear TV in the back here, so it's going to be a Sansui TV back here. This is going to be a smart TV, so you got your YouTube, Netflix, Disney Plus, and Prime Video. My favorite part, while we wait for that, my favorite part to the camper, pull on this countertop right here in the bedroom. A little hiding spot there, maybe some safe for your money or guns, anything like that. You know, and then also you got some additional drawers at the bottom. So really nice amount of storage in this camper. Center push button lighting here in the closet. Got some bedding for back here in this bed up front here in the bedroom. And then also you do have your spot for your washer and dryer. So you got your dryer vent location there. You got your GFCI on both sides. And then your water hookups on this side as well. The majority of them, except for on China, TV here in the rear, or up in the front bedroom, sorry. Have anticipated that a lot of this has been. And then you do also have a spot, so if you did want to take this TV out, this is going to be for a 12-volt TV if you wanted to add it eventually, or a 12-volt charger. It's a push button here with the green light. That there's going to give the antenna on the roof power. So otherwise, if you were going to hook in the cable at the campground or wherever you're going to be at, click that off and then do a channel scan through cable. And then have your coax connection hooked up on the outside for your cable. And then otherwise stay hooked into this, and that's going to also affect the other TVs as well in the unit. So you can only, you know, switch between cable or antenna throughout the whole camper. Go ahead and put this TV remote in here. It appears that things are continuing to. There you go. Then also here by your entry door to your bedroom, you do have your panel box with all your breakers, all your fuses, and then nice thing, everything is labeled for you. If you did ever swap a fuse out, make sure you do swap it with the same amperage. And then those are going to be just your bigger spade fuses for your Automax fuses. Hope you enjoy your camper. If you have any more additional questions, please contact us. We'll help you out in any way we can. Hope you have a great and blessed day. Goodbye.